Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O, and today I wanted to share with you some appealing April perfumes. These are beautiful, and I know I'm going to be enjoying them not just in April, but whenever I feel like it. April is a month where I live, and we can experience all 4 seasons in 1 month. Actually, we can experience all 4 seasons in 1 week. So it gives us a variety of scent choices we can make. The first fragrance on this list is the Harmonist, and it is Royal Earth. I have a house review on the Harmonist on several of their fragrances. It's absolutely another refreshing scent, well done from the Harmonist, and this is called Royal Earth. It's an aromatic unisex fragrance that is great for fall, winter, and spring. Perhaps even early summer or summer evenings. I do have a dedicated review on this scent and an overview of the Harmonist. There are some great fragrances from this house. Royal Earth is a little powdery, not much, earthy iris, and you do have violet, which is gorgeous. There is a touch of sweet vanilla combined with a very pleasant sandalwood and an easygoing musk. I think this is perfect for April, and in my opinion is absolutely non-offensive to anyone around you. The lasting power is moderate, as is the projection. Beautiful fragrance. If this does not sound like your cup of tea for notes, I would encourage you to try some of their others because they have a whole lot of fragrances that are simply wonderful. The next fragrance on this list is by Bond No. 9, and it is called Off-Broadway. Please excuse her for missing her hat. This is a fall, winter, spring scent, even early summer in my opinion. It's a unisex fragrance, woody, floral, and fruity. It opens bright fruitiness with grapefruit blossom and juicy black currant. You also have nutmeg, lily, and osmanthus. Those are the mid notes, with musk, vetiver, patchouli, and sandalwood in the base. This is like many of Bond No. 9 fragrances, very long lasting. This for me is 8 hours with a moderate projection. She is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance, and I would say if you can get your nose on her, I would do so. This is that star-shaped bottle. Somebody said it's like a token. I'm not familiar with that, but for the subway in New York, I believe. But this one is certainly a bottle that I thought was very unusual, and to be honest, it was going to prevent me from really purchasing many because I thought they were very odd. But now I can see how great it is because you can hold on to this perfectly in your hand while you're spritzing. It's actually a very clever design, and I really kind of enjoy these bottles now. The next fragrance on my list is by Clive Christian, and this is called Fragrance X. This is an all year round fragrance. It's feminine, as is X in the name for women, and it is a beautiful chypre fruity fragrance for women. The fruits are tart, juicy, bright with peach and pineapple. Not only that, it has a rhubarb, which can be too tart for me in many perfumes, but not in here. The ivy in the top note also adds a nice green leafy type of quality. The pleasant journey continues with a creamy, rich orris. It's actually orris root, rose, and jasmine. There is also lily of the valley that I don't get too strongly. Perhaps that makes sense with it being a delicate floral note. And I love the atomizer. Really, you don't even need to overspray with this fragrance. There's no need. It has a delicious composition, and it is actually very potent. The dry down journey takes me to the stops of earthy, musky, woody with musk, vanilla, vetiver, and cedar. I find cedar and vetiver absolutely refreshing in a fragrance, and the journey of this is pleasant for me from the very beginning, from first spritz, all the way through the dry down. Long-lasting, excellent projection. Summing up this fragrance, I would call it exotic, juicy, woody, and sparkling, at least to my nose. The next fragrance on my list, I'll pop a picture up, is by EBK, and it is one that has a little bit of a strange ordering process. At least I was kind of wary of it. And it is called Aquamarine N Powder. And EBK, you have to contact them. You can do that via Facebook, Instagram, even email, and then tell them what you're interested in. They'll send you a description and they'll send you your invoice. And by that you pay it, and you get very, very quick shipping on their fragrances. Great company from what I can tell. The quality of ingredients are exceptional. EBK Aquamarine N Powder. It's aromatic. It's a unisex fragrance, leaning feminine to me. Spring, summer, fall is a great time for this one. It has an eternal lasting power, like all the fragrances I have tried from EBK, and it has a very strong sillage. I have filmed a video on the house of EBK. It may not have been uploaded yet. I won't go into too much detail here, but what I can say about Aquamarine N Powder, it is a dreamy, velvety softness with an elegance that is very hard to describe. The next fragrance on this list is Thameen Patiala. Great for most of the year, but I would probably not wear this in the very heat of summer, July and August. Very feminine leaning in my opinion. I get a BR 540 vibe to it. If there is anything unpleasant in BR 540 for you, Baccarat Rouge 540, then I would say give this one a try. Baccarat Rouge 540 did not work so successfully on my skin, and I was very disappointed. It smells so lovely on other people, but just not so much on me. But this one, Patiala, is a great choice, and it does smell very nice on me too. So perhaps this will have something that you can wear that reminds you of BR 540 if you, like me, smell it on other people and absolutely love it, but don't like it on yourself. This is airy, sweet rose, and aldehydes, but it's not an old-fashioned aldehyde like, for example, Chanel No. 5. Patiala is very slightly and pleasantly soapy. It is not a silky fragrance, but you do get that kind of feel in it, but it's very nice. The orange blossom adds a radiant sweetness. I think this one should be tried on skin. When I try it on paper, it is not what I enjoyed, but when I decided to really give it a try on my skin, it is absolutely beautiful. And this is one I ordered from So Avant-Garde during one of their sales. So that is that beautiful blue bottle. This is a 50 ml, and this is by Thameen, and it is called Patiala. And as you can tell, I'm about halfway through that bottle. The next fragrance I want to share with you today is, I'm fitting in the last few wears. Well, the truth is, I'll wear it anytime I want to, but is number 6, Donna Karan, Cashmere, and Vanilla Essence. I have a dedicated review on this perfume that is just a whole lot of wonderful in a fragrance, and I think that just says it all, a whole lot of wonderful. I'm going to wear this as much as I can before the heat hits. Where I live, it is hot in June, so I gotta squeeze in my wares. And I want to enjoy this before it's time to maybe put this away for the fall. But this is a delicious addition to their line. The bottle is quality. I love the waviness of the bottle. It's actually very nice to hold in your hand. It's a very thick glass, very elegant, certainly niche quality. And the top And if you know me, I love a good top on a fragrance. I don't like it when people just put on plastic tops, when manufacturers just put on plastic tops. I think it's kind of cheating out. And with the price we pay for fragrances, we don't need them to scrimp in an area like bottle design or the lid that goes on it. And there it is, magnetic and absolutely a glory to behold. This is a beautiful fragrance. I would encourage you to try Donna Karan Cashmere and Vanilla Essence at 100 ml bottle size for $150. That is not a bad price, especially when you compare it to niche fragrances. And I realize that Donna Karan is a designer, but the quality here is all niche. And I have found that from all of Donna Karan's fragrances that were released yet last year. I believe it was April or May of 2024. Truly delightful. The next fragrance on this list is by Trish McEvoy, and it's simply called 100. Sparkling lychee, blackberry leaves, and the reason it doesn't work for me in the summer is the light leathery notes. Very light, more suede-like, more smooth, with a very sexy incense and a rose that's not an oud rose, but this is perfect for spring, fall, and summer evenings. I like to start my day with this, but 100 gives me a dressed up vibe too. This bottle design would get a 1 out of 100. It is thin glass, the top is plastic and it spins around, and if you're storing it, the top is going to fall off unless you want to tape it on. And who really wants to do that? But it is a gorgeous fragrance nonetheless. And I do have a video with an overview of some of Trish McEvoy's fragrances. And I believe 100 is on that list. Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. And I would encourage you to try it. Just be prepared to be disappointed in the bottle. But it probably won't bother you as much as it bothers me. The other lovely fragrance that I am going to be thinking about wearing is Sospiro's Contralto, who has, as its creator, the nose Christian Provenzano. So you already know it's a masterpiece. This is a year-round scent with spicy fruitiness that is also fresh. I'm not always fond of the velvet bottles because if they get any moisture, then it does begin to come off and then it does not look very nice. But this is a gorgeous fragrance, and certainly one I think you could definitely carry it into the summer and just fall in love with the fruitiness of it. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if you tried any of these fragrances. Please let me know what you thought about them and what fragrances you may be buying new. For instance, are you tempted by Donna Karan, Cashmere, and Vanilla Essence? If not, you should be. It's fantastic. And I will look forward to seeing you in my next fragrance videos, my fragrance friends. Thank you. Goodbye.